Namaste and a very warm welcome. I am Nandan Kandanat. If you are watching this, chances are you speak English, you navigate the digital world with ease, and you are trying to make sense of your place in this incredibly fast paced modern life. But let's start with an honest reflection. Many of us today find ourselves completely out of sync with Bharatiya culture, traditions, and our deep philosophical Hindu heritage. We might celebrate the festivals or visit temples occasionally. But if someone asks us why we do what we do or what the core philosophy actually is, we often find ourselves at a loss for words. This isn't just a minor gap, it is a profound disconnect from the very roots that anchor us. Many of us might wonder, if this knowledge is so brilliant, how did we lose touch with it? The truth is, it happened gradually over a millennium. Successive foreign invasions and colonial rule deeply disrupted our traditional systems of learning. Incredible centers of knowledge, like the great universities of Takshashila and Nalanda, were destroyed, and our indigenous sciences were systematically replaced by imported educational frameworks. As the centuries passed, our fluency in Samskṛta declined. This meant direct access to profound philosophical texts like the Upaniṣads and the Bhagavad Gita began to fade. Without an understanding of the deep philosophy behind our traditions, our rituals slowly became mechanical. People focused on outward repetition rather than inner transformation. Add to this the rapid pace of modern urbanization. As we moved to cities and joint families became smaller, nuclear families, we lost the natural transmission of wisdom. The daily wisdom filled conversations with elders, where children organically learned ethics, moral stories, and resilience, simply faded away from our day to day experience. But why is it vital to change this right now? Because living without knowing our heritage is like a tree trying to grow without roots. Because a civilization that forgets its roots loses its inner compass. Remembering our heritage isn't about living in the past, it is about finding the strength, clarity, and cultural confidence to face our future. Sanatana Dharma, or Hindu Dharma as it is popularly known, provides a highly practical framework for modern living. It helps us observe our busy minds and emotions without becoming overwhelmed, which is the ultimate tool for reducing stress and building emotional resilience. It offers real world solutions for today's issues, from yoga and Ayurveda for our physical health to timeless principles for environmental stewardship and ethical governance. As the youth of Bharat, you are a massive demographic force poised to lead global innovation. When you anchor your ambitions in dharmic principles like courage, compassion, and truth, they become a deeply humane force for progress. Understanding this heritage allows you to confidently engage with a fast paced, globalized world without ever losing your unique identity. But why is it hard to grasp now? If you have ever tried to read an ancient Bharatiya text and felt completely overwhelmed, please know that you are not alone. Grasping Sanatana Dharma today is a bit like trying to unlock a multi-dimensional cryptographic vault without the decryption key. First, the sheer volume of the literature is incredibly vast, spanning Vedas, Upanishads, and Purāṇas, making it feel impossible to explore in a single lifetime. But the bigger barrier is the Samskritam language itself. It is wonderfully deep and layered, often hiding profound scientific and cosmic truths behind symbols. What might look to us like simple nature worship is actually a careful science of the universe. Why was it hidden like this? It wasn't to keep people out, but to protect this powerful user manual for humanity. It ensured the knowledge stayed pure and safe until a seeker was truly wise and ready to use it responsibly. Without a proper guide or teacher, it is very easy for us, modern readers, to accept the surface level meaning and completely miss the unified truth beneath. Furthermore, our modern world insists on strictly labeling things as either science or non science, based only on physical evidence. Because of these narrow labels, we often prematurely dismiss our highly empirical and systematic heritage as mere folklore. When we look at the field of ancient Bharatiya knowledge, we see an ocean that is both incredibly wide and mind bogglingly deep. The ancient nature of this knowledge base is staggering, recorded in the complex and beautifully precise Sanskrit language. To give you an idea of its scale, this ancient literature stands on six main pillars: the four Vedas, Tantra or the Agama Sastras, the Sutras, the Upaniṣads, the Purāṇas, and the two major Itihasas, our epics. Within this expanse, there are the six Vedangas, 18 Purāṇas, 18 Upapurāṇas, over 200 Agama texts, including 64 Tantric works, and more than 1,000 Upanishads, both large and small. This massive foundation is further supported by six key schools of philosophy that add immense intellectual range: Nyaya, Vaiseshika, Sankhya, Yoga, Mimsa, and Vedanta, which is widely celebrated for Advaita. Over millennia, extensive teachings and thoughtful commentaries or bhashyas have transformed this heritage into a living, breathing intellectual tradition. At the heart of this corpus lie seminal classical texts such as the Brahma Sutra, the Yoga Sutra, and the Bhagavad Gita. Together, they explore an extraordinary spectrum of human thought, ranging from atheism and monotheism to the so called polytheism. They map out the cosmic laws of karma and reincarnation, detail intricate ritual practices, mantras, temple worship, customs, and the 16 sacred life cycle rituals known as the Shodasa Kriyas. They even offer practical physical and mental techniques such as asana, pranayama, and meditation. It is crucial to understand one thing: these are not religious texts in the Western sense. They are guides to the science of life and transcendence, a true Jīvana śāstra. Their depth and complexity are so immense that it challenges most people to fully assimilate them in a single lifetime. Because this knowledge is so vast, we are doing something a bit countercultural with this series. Each of our upcoming episodes will be roughly under 30 minutes. We are intentionally not presenting these as short 180-second YouTube or Instagram reels. Let's be honest, our attention spans have been habitually reduced to mere seconds, and trying to master a profound science of life through micro content is like trying to build a healthy body by living entirely on candy bars. When we constantly consume these digital snackables, mindlessly grazing on bite sized clips and endlessly scrolling, we are chasing an instant dopamine rush. But just like junk food, it offers very little long term mental or spiritual nutrition. We swallow the information instantly without ever taking the time to chew on it, meaning we don't pause to reflect, question, or truly internalize it before moving to the next distraction. By their very design, these ultra short clips can only hold surface level details. We simply cannot pack a multi-dimensional, deep heritage into a few fleeting seconds. Relying on these snippets means settling for a shallow, watered down version of a vast reality. To learn anything of true value, we need to break the habit of passive grazing. We need to develop the willpower to sit with deep ideas, digest them thoroughly, and actually commit to the journey with the right resources. To learn anything of true value, we need to develop the willpower to sit with it, to contemplate it, and to actively pursue it with the right resources. This series is designed to be that starting point for you, a gateway to enable further, deeper exploration. In our next episode, episode 2, we will spend 30 minutes looking at the comprehensive picture of the journey we will take in this series. It will really help to watch that next episode a few times to truly grasp the big picture. Once that map is laid out, all the following episodes will unpack the landscape step by step, demystifying and simplifying these profound concepts with examples from our daily lives. As we embark on this journey together, your thoughts and questions are vital. I am entirely willing to respond to your queries on these topics to the absolute best of my ability. Please share your reflections, your doubts, and your questions in the comments or through our community channels. Let us build the willpower to learn, to connect, and to rediscover the science of life that belongs to us. Thank you for joining me today. I will see you in episode 2. Namaste.